Coming up on Mountain News at 6, a change at the top for the nonprofit shaping our Appalachian region. You'll hear from SOAR's new leader. And 150 new jobs are coming to one Southern Kentucky community. We'll tell you what popular grocery store chain is moving in.
And in the world of weather, rain chances will continue over the next few hours. When is it going to finally get quiet? Details coming up.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Shaping Our Appalachian Region, or SOAR, is changing things up, bringing in a former academic administrator to lead the organization. WYMT's Buddy Forbes talked to him.
Former Pike County Superintendent Dr. Reed Adkins has his eyes set on making the mountains better, recently announcing plans to run for Pike County Judge Executive.
I was extremely excited about the response I got. Really humbled and overwhelmed, to be quite honest with you, and was really excited about running for the position, to be quite honest, simply because I thought that I could do a good job and make a difference in Pike County.
But his focus has expanded, and he withdrew his bid for the seat after the board at Shaping Our Appalachian Region began its search for a new executive director.
For me, that's a dream job.
Adkins accepted the position, succeeding Colby Hall, who held the title for the last 5 years. And the former educator says he is blessed to enter a new chapter with the team at SOAR.
What SOAR does is it's unbelievable. You know, the economic development, the economic stimulation that they do in Eastern Kentucky is incredible, and to have an opportunity to work with these people, those guys in that role, it's incredible for me.
He says though his campaign for Judge Executive was cut short, the mission remains the same in his new position.
The same thing I was looking forward to as County Judge Executive, being able to help Eastern Kentucky. As a Judge Executive, I was going to try to help Pike County. Now I get to help 54 counties.
Leaning on his history of educating and serving future generations,
I think that's what SOAR is all about, creating opportunities for our kids to be able to stay here and be able to get good jobs and raise their kids.
To develop his desire to help shape the future of the region. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Adkins says the mission of SOAR has always been close to his heart, and he is excited to work with the organization. We are ending the work week on a soggy note. Will that wet weather continue all the way through the weekend? Meteorologist Eric Dean has our first look at the forecast. Eric.
Well, the good news is, Steve, there's one day out of the weekend where if you're going to put up the Christmas lights, have at it. I'll tell you which day that is coming up in the next check of weather. Temperatures right now in the mid to upper 50s. There's the scene in Pike County. You can see 57 degrees is the current temperature. Let's go over to Laurel County right now, where temperatures are in the low 60s. You can see here on the Mesonet camera there a few little drops of rain being picked up. Here's a look at First Alert Live pinpoint Doppler radar. You can see that shower activity pushing in to Eastern Kentucky. We'll keep that shower chance in the forecast for the evening, getting a break a little bit in the overnight hours, and it's going to fire back up again. Off to the south and southwest, though, shower and thunderstorm activity not out of the question. There is a marginal risk for severe weather, or level 1 out of 5 for the extreme southern portion of the Commonwealth. This does include Wayne County in Kentucky. There is a very low tornado chance as well. Not really worried about that. Again, that main threat is going to be out to the south and the southwest. Nothing to really impact us here in the WYMT coverage area. Temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s, 64 in Manchester, 57 in Moorhead. If you have plans over the next several hours, make sure you take that rain gear with you, as temperatures will be in the 60s. I'll have the complete First Alert forecast coming up in a few minutes. Steve.
Eric, thank you. Ronald Exantis is staying behind bars and will serve the rest of his prison sentence. The Kentucky Parole Board made that decision after reviewing Exantis's file. He was charged in connection with the stabbing death of 6-year-old Logan Tipton in Versailles in 2015. The Parole Board unanimously voted to keep Exantis behind bars 3 times, but a decades-old law required his release on mandatory reentry supervision on October 1st. Exantis was rearrested in Florida just 8 days later for failing to register as a convicted felon. Tonight we are hearing from the Tipton family for the first time since Exantis was ordered to serve out his sentence.
He took away everything from us, everything.
He killed every member of my family that day. Nobody that's sitting here today is the same person they were when they went to bed December 6th.
The Tipton family says they are grateful Exantis is back behind bars, but they feel he should have never been released. His sentence is now set to end in June 2026. Corbin police have recovered 3 stolen vehicles. Police believe this person was involved in at least 2 of the thefts, on one on Wednesday and one on Thursday. The vehicles have been recovered and 2 people, a man and a juvenile, are in custody. Police also recovered a 3rd stolen vehicle out of Laurel County. Police encourage you to lock your vehicles, especially at night. A Kentucky State Police investigation has found no evidence of wrongdoing at the Rockcastle County Animal Shelter. A report says the trooper who led the investigation visited the shelter multiple times. He said it was clean and well maintained and animals were in good health. The complaint came from Haley Garcia, who claimed to have a video of a live dog in a freezer, along with unsanitary conditions and malnourished animals. The shelter's director, David Carpenter, said that dog had been euthanized days earlier. The investigation also found that the photos of malnourished animals were misleading. It also found that the facility has not been approved to perform vaccinations, so it's the responsibility of the county. The case has been forwarded to the county attorney for further review. Publix is coming to Somerset. This is a rendering there at the bottom of the new grocery store. It will be on South US 27 across from the Center for Rural Development. The store is expected to employ 150 people. Somerset's mayor says the multi-million-dollar investment shows Publix understands how important the area is.
They see the growth, they see the traffic count. We're a regional hub, and I think everybody's recognizing that, and now that they're coming, I think that's only going to go further.
Officials say construction will start soon. An opening date has not been made official, but it's expected to be sometime in 2026. Families throughout the region struggle with food insecurity, but local colleges and community partners in eastern Kentucky are doing what they can to make sure students are fed and ready to learn. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino was on one campus today when they got a special donation.
On Friday, the ARH Foundation for Healthier Communities granted a $5,000 check to the Southeast Kentucky Community and Technical College, money that will go towards stocking up food pantries at all 6 campuses.
There's all kinds of challenges in this world, and food is something that you shouldn't have to worry about.
CEO at Whitesburg ARH, Jamie Easterling, said when they learned about the needs of the students, they wanted to help.
Because food disparities is such an important part of what we believe in helping the communities and making the communities healthier, it was a perfect partnership to continue this relationship.
While the campus food pantries have been in use for years, officials with the college say they stepped things up during the government shutdown.
But as soon as the SNAP situation ramped up, we got calls and text messages and different kinds of things of like, hey, we need you. So the students know to come to us. They know we're going to help, and that means the world to me.
Here at the Technical College, it's about more than just academic support. It's about meeting students where they are and addressing all of their needs. That's why support from the community is essential to their mission.
We don't just look at the academic barriers, we look at the non-academic barriers. So are you struggling at home? Do you need help with your bills? Do you need help with food? Because you cannot succeed if you don't have that taken care of ahead of time.
Ensuring students have all of their basic needs.
The world is already hard enough as it is, and Southeast wants to make it a better place.
In Letcher County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
While the college has their own food pantry, they've also been working to distribute food boxes to local folks in need.
All right, if you have plans this evening, make sure you take the rain gear as shower chances will continue. The question is, when will they let up? Details on the First Alert forecast coming up in a few minutes.
And meet a Southern Kentucky woman who is taking her Christmas decorating talents all the way to our nation's capital.